What's going on, guys? Briar Rabbit here. Today, I've got sort of an oddball list for you. It's the top 5 things to do while we wait for the April update. This isn't a list of things to do to get prepared for the April update. That'll come after Wednesday's stream, and we find out what's going on with the economy in April. However, these are things to do while you get hyped up for that April update, right? You're seeing this news come in, you get excited for the April update, you want to go play some Destiny, but you just don't feel like you have much to do. My top 5 list is kind of specific to me, and I'm hoping that it will help you guys out too. If you're a little bit bored with the content on offer from Destiny right now, maybe this top 5 is going to help you out. I'm also looking for tips from you guys. What are you and your friends doing while you're in these content droughts? What are you guys doing to make Destiny exciting on a day-to-day basis? I'd really love to hear that stuff in the comments below, so let us all know. All right, without any further talk, let's get into it. Here are my top 5 things to do while we wait for the April update. And the first one is going to be solo Skolas. So if you watch my Twitch streams, you're going to know this is something I've been doing quite often lately. This is actually really fun to do. The Skolas fight feels completely different than it did when the Prison Elders was brand new in the summertime. Going in there solo as opposed to going in there with a fire team of 3, it feels very different. And if you bring a sword with you, you can actually use the sword to block Skolas' taint and not die when he gives you the taint, basically. So it's fun to do. It's high pressure. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of moving parts to that fight that you have to juggle while you're doing it. And I actually highly recommend it. If you have already done that, try soloing Crota. That's still a lot of fun. But in my honest opinion, I think that the Skolas fight solo is worth doing. It really is a good time. And now that you're a high light level, it's not unobtainable. Next up, go ghost hunting and find those calcified fragments. So in the past, when we've gotten an update or when we've gotten new DLC, every once in a while, a ghost goes missing. A ghost can no longer be obtained, something along those lines. So we've got these calcified fragments, we've got these ghosts. We want to make sure we got them, especially if you really care about your Grimoire score. I haven't gone through the Taken King to collect ghosts at all yet, so that's going to be something I'm focusing on for the next 2 weeks, or at least takes me a couple hours to do to go through and get all those ghosts. There are plenty of websites that can help you find which ghosts you're missing and exactly where they are, so it's not that hard, and it can actually be somewhat therapeutic thing to do. If you do care about Grimoire score, though, you definitely want to get this one done. Next up, go get those exotic swords. So for me personally, I got the Void Sword first, and that's the only exotic sword I've gotten so far. We do think that we're going to get at least 2 more swords coming along with the April update. I'm not sure if those are going to be exotic or legendary, but I want to make sure that I have the old exotic swords because, you know, I'm a completionist. I want all that stuff. Plus, each of these swords seems to be kind of a unique snowflake. The special attacks are a bit different, and I want to have them. I want to be ready for content that requires them. Next, buy anything from vendors that you think you might want in the future and finish leveling the weaponsmith if you haven't done it already. For me, the weaponsmith, I leveled him up on one character right away to see what the deal was, and I was a lot slower to do it on the other 2 characters. On my warlock, in fact, I still haven't completed that process, so I need to make sure I do that for my warlock to make sure I get my rewards before the April update. I'm not saying those rewards are going away, but I'm not inside Bungie. I'm not positive what's going to happen. So I want to make sure that my ass is covered and I've got my rewards. As far as vendor weapons go, once those vendor weapons are gone, they're gone for good, and we don't know if the future is going to provide us with a way of upgrading those weapons to current light levels. So things like the Hung Jury, things like, there's a couple of pretty damn good hand cannons that frankly weren't worth picking up because the hand cannon meta right now is so bad, but they're actually pretty good hand cannons, so it might be worth going around the vendors and taking a look to see if there's anything that you might want in the future. And finally, and this is the biggest one, and I think is probably the most rewarding too, is go help a guardian out. Do you know somebody who needs to run the normal mode of King's Fall, he can't find anybody to run it with, go help him out. You know somebody who has never gone to the lighthouse? Make an effort with your friends to make that happen. Have all your friends already done everything? Jump on LFG and help out a new player. They will forever remember it, and you may pick up a new friend. This is seriously probably the most rewarding way you could spend your time right now. I'm going to make a concerted effort to do this. I'm going to start running more normal raids and trying to help people get to the lighthouse. So that's it. That's my list of things that I'm planning to do in the weeks leading up to the April update. Like I said before, I'm really interested to know what you guys are going to be up to while we're waiting for that new content. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button if you like the video. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time.